Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I've got this gorgeous lady in the building. She is absolutely stunning. If you think what you are seeing is fine, you need to be here in person. The camera of an iPhone X doesn't do her justice. I'm telling you. She is absolutely ravishing. And she's been in the fashion business all her life. And this is because she was a model, used to be a model. You were with Delta Soap.
Yeah,
I'm trying to read out your CV. What other brands have you worked for?
just that.
Okay, they didn't allow you to work for any.
I know. I decided not to work for anybody, but that's just.
But I heard Delta Soap pays quite well, I'm
Yes,
sure.
they do.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first time I met you, you had a boutique and you were selling stuff, and you almost convinced me that night to buy jeans. And I just remembered I had like 3 jeans that I had bought and I don't want. And why is this woman trying to make me buy more jeans? And that day, my very good friend Range Rover Doctor Mike Danisa was buying, even though I also know that he also had. So I could tell you for free that you have a gift, a knack for marketing.
Thank you.
Have you ever worked in a bank before?
No.
Oil company?
No. No.
So you only market yourself
Yes.
and your
My
product.
brand.
That didn't quite come out right. You only market her brand.
Yes. Right.
So how did it all start? I want people listening right now to be inspired. There's so many young ladies out there who need to be inspired, who need to be mentored. We go to church every Sunday and pray to God to bless us without doing the groundwork to receive the blessing. You see, God blessed Pharaoh, and Pharaoh became so rich that he bought everybody's land, and at the end of the day ended up buying everybody to become slaves for him. But you see, Pharaoh didn't just become rich, he had a revelation. Then he had creative and intelligent minds like Joseph on his team who understood the revelation and were able to advise properly. So it's not just about praying. As far as I'm concerned, I don't remember Pharaoh ever praying. So we're not in the prayer equation right now. We're in the work equation. In the putting a plan behind your revelation to push your revelation forward into your goals. I'm not going to make it too spiritual or too much like a sermon. So I'm going to allow her to tell us how it all started. You have 2 things you're going to tell us about: how your marketing life started and how your, what is it called? Your creative fashion life started. Over to you.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Princess Kelechi Ogene, and I am the director of GMYT Fashion Academy, the president of GMYT Foundation, and the CEO of GMYT African Humanitarian Award.
Which we're going to be talking about.
Okay, so first, I don't know, we started, of course, like you said, with a boutique, and that I did for 9 years, and I was also doing that, side, with my school.
You were in school then?
Yes.
What school?
Lagos State University, that's LASU.
LASU.
Yes.
So you were in school and running a boutique?
A boutique, yes, at the same time.
How old were you then?
Okay, 12 years.
I
don't wanna
Oh
start
yeah, they're
counting.
going to be counting. Sharp people.
Don't count.
All right,
only
so she's 29 now. Yes, I know.
20 now. Okay, that's why we have ponytails, so that we'll continue to look young. Okay, so aside, with schooling and of course, we started from small shop, okay, and then from the shop, dedication, we grew into getting a bigger shop. Okay, and
Where
so
was
that
your bigger
Ojomo. So from Ojomo, I moved to Ikota Shopping Complex, and so even at that Ikota Shopping Complex, we had, of course, the same one shop, and from there we moved to the roadside, which is more expensive, and now 2 shops. So, and then from there we moved to Lekki. So it's been like a journey.
So it's not like you
No.
started in Lekki.
No.
Because some people just see you say she must have had a big God.
No.
She's a small girl with a big
No,
gun.
no,
They will not know you started in the in the hood.
2005 to be precise.
And you grew it all the way into
all
Lekki.
the way into Lekki. And I mean, it's one of the...
Let me tell you something about Princess. This is what makes me afraid of Princess. Princess can send you a text message at 5:30 a.m. in the morning. You know she doesn't sleep. And if you send Princess a text message at 5:40, there was one day I just quickly sent her a message. I said, this one should not see. Let me quickly sleep and wake up. As I was sending it, it was turning from gray to blue immediately, and she was responding. I'm like, I'm not going to talk to you. Go and sleep. Do you remember that day?
Yes.
I was like, you need to go. I'm not going to talk to you until you sleep. She said, no, I can't sleep. So I can see that dedication. And a lot of you guys need to understand that without dedication, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I was telling her my story. I've worked on the radio for 22 years now. And the first 5 years, I was paid a recharge card a month for 5 years. Of course, my parents had to support me. But there was a time when it started affecting my academics. So I had to drop out of computer science and go to sociology. And my wise uncles back then said I should forget about radio and face school. I looked at them and I said, if I'm forgetting any, I'll forget about school and face this radio. I'm glad I didn't have to give up any for the other, but that also showed them that, look, I'm not giving up anything. I'm facing both. And I thank God it was a harsh, hard journey, but we were able to get here. Now, your boutique, what birthed the need for you to start your own fashion house? Because GMYT, by the way, is a fashion house, one of the most splendid fashion houses I know. Yeah. And when it comes to value for money, if you have a wife or a child that wants to study fashion, they must go through GMYT Academy. I'm telling you this from experience. You will learn every and anything you need with regards to fashion, right all the way down to making flower bouquets. Yeah. I'm telling you.
Yes, true.
What's your number? Kelechi, tell them your number now. Let them hear it.
081-633-1 in 5 places. So 11111.
All right. So guys, if you're listening right now and you want to better your lot, you want to be a designer, you just believe that there's designing somewhere inside your blood. Maybe your great-great-grandmother used to design.
We'll help you bring it out.
That's it. You know, you're tired of working in that bank. You wake up every day at 6 a.m. Yes, Princess too wakes up at 6 a.m. Sorry, Princess doesn't sleep. But you see, at least she's in her house.
2 hours. I think I get like 2 hours. Yes, I do.
I was telling her earlier that me, if I was her husband, we fight. When I'm going to bed like this, the children know. Let's go to bed. She'll be typing on her phone. I'm doing market list. I'm doing it. Let's go. By the time they talk, and I like her, she knows that my mood just changes. I can't sleep without the love of my life beside me. I don't know. It's a bad habit I have. I don't know where I got that from. My father could sleep very well. I'm sure my mother too could sleep very well. But I don't know where they got me from. So how does Daddy cope? You have to work and sleep only 2 hours.
Well,
he has never raked for you before.
No.
Okay, you know what? I'm done. You just stoned me rope. Oh, hey, that means I'm not busy.
No.
If I was busy, I would not be disturbing a woman to come to bed. One foolish girl in the studio called Naomi is nodding her head.
It's just understanding. I mean, when you start your relationship,
Princess has enjoyed me.
No, the way you start your relationship matters.
But anyway, compared to Princess, fine, my own work is plenty brain work, not physical. Her own is both brain and physical.
Yes.
And tell us how you transitioned from this boutique into this whole... She runs a school. They even have a hostel.
Yes. Yes, so we fully booked.
Fully booked?
With like over 48 students in the hostel. And it's just my students, you know. The hostel is dedicated for GMYT Fashion Academy students. And fully booked. Yeah, but of course we will have space now that students are graduating. So from...
When are the students graduating?
24th of November, that's this month. In less than 2 weeks, actually. In less than 2 weeks, yeah.
So in less than 2 weeks, Somebody saying small girl, big God. If you walk like
no,
Princess,
no
listen,
small
I have a
girl, big
woman in
God.
my own house. If you walk like taste buds, you don't need a big God.
Well, my God is big though. My
The
God
general God
is big. That one is big. Yeah.
You know, there are some ladies that is governors that are their gods.
No.
Some
no,
is
no.
senators, some
No.
is ministers, some is juju men, some is a combination of all.
I'm looking for one of them to
no.
sponsor. I
Oh,
need to
yes.
sponsor them.
Yes, we're searching for sponsors. This is actually a cause where you could actually put your money and be rest assured that you're getting value for it, because education doesn't end in the classroom. We got that. I'm a living testimony. Taste Bud's a living testimony that education for us did not end in the classroom.
Me too.
Do I even need to introduce you?
Yeah.
You know? And if there's one thing I know about Princess is, forget any other thing, her skill is marketing. Princess met me at the ATM one day and marketed me at the ATM. Do you remember that day?
Yes, yeah.
At the ATM at 11 o'clock at night. Princess was giving me lamba. You know what? We have this, we have that. So, whatever skill you have, it will be rather unfortunate if you don't tap it. The fashion industry is big. Illustrators,
very big.
Designers,
arts and crafts, pattern makers, even
marketing.
Marketing, yes, all of them.
So, over to you, Princess. Tell us how the journey began, how you started the school. I want to know how this school started. You know what? Let's even go on the radio, because I love the radio very much, but we sometimes run we have to go to the market. you see, they have this whole very big building that they have to run, and I cannot run it for them, so they have to go to the market. But we're back from the market on the radio. All right, it is 96.9 Cool FM on a very, very beautiful Monday. Welcome back to Work Monday. I've got Princess Kelechi Ogene in the building, and we're talking about taking your education to the next level. I read an article once about Nigerians in the UK, and the writer was Nigerian, and he complained about what he had to go through when he got to the UK because he had very little work experience. So I'm of the firm opinion that education should go beyond the classroom. Nigeria has so much. I had a presidential candidate sitting in the chair you were sitting in about 2-3 days ago, and he said that Louis Vuitton buys leather from the Nigerian leather market in the north. So we have all these things, but they're untapped because we don't understand what to do with them. So Princess Kelechi Ogene is right here in the building, and she's going to be telling us about her journey. We started earlier on social media. It's a little long, so you can catch up on social media. Just her face showing here. So yeah. So tell us how your journey started.
Okay. So like I said, we started from my first shop was at Ojomo, and that was in 2005, and then we moved to Ikota Shopping Complex. And so basically I actually did the boutique business for 9 years, and after that I decided it was time for me to run my own, to start marketing my own brand. And I think that's the best decision I ever made, because I was good, with marketing other designers, traveling, buying brands like Gucci, Armani, and then, marketing it. And I was really doing well. So, I decided if I could do this with other brands, I could do better with mine. So that was what bettered GMYT Couture, and then the rest is history.
Now, tell us about your school and how you hope to contribute to the Nigerian economy and, of course, the growth and potential increase of our youth.
Okay, so GMYT Fashion Academy is creating the next generation of fashion entrepreneurs. And by the grace of God, okay, let's go not so spiritual, but by the grace of God, we've been able to you know, train over 500 women, and then 300, say 300 from the academy, and then 200, you know, from the foundation. So aside the academy, there's also a foundation where, you know, we take in women and, you know, train them for free. So women that are not and youth that are not readily you know, available, I don't know, say maybe people that don't really have funds, you know, to pay the school fees. So
you
take
run
them
like a
in,
charity arm.
yes, a foundation. A foundation, so we train them for free. And then so
How many people have you trained for free so far?
over 200 actually. So just this
What?
year we did 86. We actually did 86 this
So
year.
this year hasn't ended, you've already done 86.
And I think 2 we were graduating on the 24th of this month as well. Yeah, so say 80.
That's giving back a
88 now.
huge quota.
Yes.
88.
And we're also running a new campaign now, you know, to train 500 women starting from 2019. So this is something, you know, that we've done, or the school, you know, have funded, you know, by itself. No sponsorship, no partnership, you know, no. It's just the school funding, you know, the foundation. Yeah.
Wow,
For the
that's
past
so
few years.
500 for next year.
500 for next year, yes.
Wow.
Yes. From next year, actually.
Now,
If I get
I'm sure you
sponsors-
need sponsors.
Yes, I need sponsors. So
What's
if
your
I
number?
get-
What's your number? People are listening right now.
081 633 11111. So if I get sponsors, I mean, if I could do over 200 by myself, if I get, you know, sponsors to partner with me, not necessarily pay their school fees, but just support with like their kids, you know, they can even bring a candidate. I don't have to know these people. I mean, the people I train, we don't know them, you know. So you can sponsor and then also bring the candidates, you know. If we get sponsors, we can actually do over 500 within, you know,
Within a year.
2019. Yes, we can, because we have the capacity to do
And
that.
what do you give these people? Everybody can say, you know what, to go train there, just bring the whole Nigeria, train the whole Nigeria.
No.
What
Well,
are
in
you
fact,
giving
we
them?
give
What
like,
value?
different. So we have, it's a fashion school. So we're teaching them how to, you know, make patterns, how to illustrate. We have like different curriculum. So there's pattern, there's also freehand. There's manual illustration, there's digital illustration, there's art and craft. You know, they're teaching them how to make beads, how to make bags, how to make, you know, okay, so there's fabric beading and accessory beading. They're teaching them how to, you know, also carve a niche for themselves. So we hold like a master class, you know, because the facilitators, you know, they're like really good. So we hold master class whereby we're not just teaching them the cutting and the sewing, but, you know, how to start their business, market their business, you know, branding, structuring, you know, planning, budgeting, you know, because you need all these things if you want to start your business.
I have with me one of the graduating students today, Sophisticated Closet. How are you today? I saw the display and it was amazing. What do you think about this initiative actually?
It's a great platform to learn and to empower people who want to go into fashion.
So we're giving them different, even entrepreneurs. We invite entrepreneurs to come, you know, teach us how to, like, we had one with them with Paul Udok, you know, and then he you know, took us through positioning your business for dominance. You know, so we have like different people come in and talk to us, and then the instructors also do that fabric analysis, you know, the technical aspect of fashion. So it's actually a lot. It's a proper school, and we're also giving them the kit that they will use in learning. We've given out over 85 industrial machines to the
Wow.
students this year, yeah, so that they go do their homework for free. And then on the 24th,
No, we need. I even think the Free Nation needs to sponsor at least one or two people.
That would be nice.
No, but that's for us to decide.
Okay.
At least let's better the life of someone.
Yes,
Come on.
Yes.
Naomi is raising her hand. you,
and you know,
that you are
on
working for
that
me on the
day-
radio.
Yeah, on that day we'll be giving out over 15 machines again to the new students, you know. So we're giving them everything that they need to start. You know, someone told me that, okay, so if they want to sponsor a candidate, if they should put aside maybe like 5 million, you know, naira for the lady, and I'm like, no, they need to go through that process. I mean, you have to start from somewhere. It's not just about giving them money. They need to learn how to manage it.
Nigerians have an uncanny way of throwing money at their problems.
Yeah, so they need to learn all the basics first, and then let the business, you know, buy another machine, and then, you know, in fact, let the business just fund itself. And so you watch from afar before you now start investing. And then, you know, I encourage my students to continue, you know, going for entrepreneurial classes, continue to develop themselves. I mean, I've done like 3 courses this year. Okay, so it started from school. So school and business, and over the years, I'm still doing the same thing. So yes, education is not enough, but we also need that to structure, to communicate as well. So I think that's it. But you should you should come, and then you would experience more. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me look for the stage.
To lead us in prayer today, I'd like to invite a friend of mine. I met him on a boat cruise a while ago, and his gentle demeanor and his love for the Word of God made me realize that he is truly an ambassador for Christ, a good representative of what the church should be right here on earth. Please kindly and warmly put your hands together for Mr. Sheyi Adeyemo as he leads us in prayer.
All right, a quick break, and we'll be right back at you. You need to taste what it feels like, ladies and gentlemen. Tigger, Offset, baby. 96.9. Bring it on. All right, guys. We're rounding off right about now, but Princess was telling us about how her day starts, and I think I need this for the YouTube audience to see what it takes to be a CEO. How many staff do you have, first of all?
24. 24.
So you were telling us about the early part of your day.
Yeah, so like I was saying, the only me time I have, it's like from like very early, so from 12 a.m. to say maybe to 5 a.m., nap in between, and then from 5 to say 8 a.m. because from 9 once I get to the office,
How far is your house to the office?
Just three streets, not far, so I rarely go out. So from 9 to 6 or 7 p.m. it depends, on the meetings I have. I have like all the staff, coming. Everybody is just coming with different things. Some students will say, "Oh, I need your attention. I want to discuss this." The staff also come and say, "You need to address this." So I'm just sitting on that seat, unless maybe I have to use the bathroom and all that. But I'm just there in that office, and the only time the students see me, or most of the time they see me is when I come in the morning and when I'm leaving. So I don't even have time to leave my office because like everybody's coming. So then I don't have the extra time to create because I'm addressing issues. So that's why when I get home, I need that time. And so when I don't sleep is when I have the time to think and then create, new tasks for them for the next day. So it's not easy, but then it's
Do you feel rewarded? Do you feel used or do you feel like you are employing yourself, or do you feel like you're using yourself?
No, I mean fashion for me is that. So this is more of passion for me than money. Okay, so I tell my students as well that, or the alumni, the few ones that came visiting recently, and I told them that don't give up. I know it's not going to be easy, but if you know that this is what you really want to do, you are not making profit. In fact, we're still not making profit because whatever little money that comes in, we're still investing. So I'm seeing like all the assets, but there is no money to flex. So yes, I like the fact that I wake up in the morning, I'm going to the office, or I go to the office, it keeps me sane. I'm hyper, I'm very active. I want to do something. So if I'm idle, if I'm sitting in the house, then that's even worse. So this is passion for me, like I said. And yes, I mean, I'm seeing proof. I don't know if you saw my birthday this year. I had like over 20 cakes. You know, the best birthday ever.
I wasn't in the country.
Yes.
But I put up your
But
picture.
I had over 20 cakes. I mean, students were posting my pictures. The alumni were posting my pictures. Foundation students were praying the prayer. So when you see, in fact, the
You know what makes me
and the
remember your
staff-
birthday?
No.
I was having a quarrel with one bishop. Remember the story? You're smiling. You
No,
don't.
I don't remember. No.
That Oyinbo bishop. That bishop and his Oyinbo wife. Like you've forgotten. You're so busy.
Okay.
You can't even remember that you were mediating.
Okay. Yes. Okay, so now when you see like, okay, another thing is, you know, I ran into two of our alumni recently, and you know, seeing that they are CEOs. We just launched the third fashion academy. So there's Digo Fashion Academy, there's Beauty Green Fashion Academy, and there's Alips. Now Alips does bespoke, but she just launched the fashion academy, and these are our products. You know, we actually have a lot. There's PG Trend, there's Zinc Design, there's a lot, a whole lot.
A lot of
them.
people
A
that
whole lot
came out of
Nifa's creation, a whole lot of them.
So you are a
And
female
see-
Abraham now,
Yeah.
mother of many nations.
Yes. You know, and at the end of the day, they say, oh, because of this woman, you know, I was able to do this. You see that as our youths and women, they
I
actually
think we need
have-
to take this part. I think we need to
Okay.
take this part on the radio.
Okay.
So we're just going to transition seamlessly. 96.9 Cool FM on a Monday, 34 minutes down 8 o'clock, and in the building with me I've got Princess Kelechi Ogene, and she's been telling us all about what it takes to be a princess. Sorry, I mean a CEO.
Yes, I see you.
Anyway, you're a CEO princess, so I'm sure that works one way or the other.
Yeah.
You're raising the youth of tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
Do you have any success stories? Any of the people who you raised who have already become established? Can you give us a few examples?
In fact, we actually have, I think I can just open. So we actually have students in business, and we have alumni in business. So the students get to start their business before they leave the school, and that's why we launched their brand on the day of the graduation as fashion designers. We actually have a lot of students. We have Casa de l'Amour, we have Digo Fashion Academy, we have
And all these are your
Odot.
products.
Yes, Shop Odot, and they're all doing so well. I mean, they're CEOs. They're making money.
It's me, Miss Victoria Anyalogo, yeah, representing House of V. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
How do you feel?
I feel great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what would you like to say to GMT Fashion Academy?
I want to say a big thank you to my boss, Princess Ogene, for this great opportunity and privilege to be among the House of GMYT family.
Her brand name is Joby's Couture. Yeah. So how do you feel tonight? That you're over and done with this training and you can't wait to be your own CEO. How do you feel?
Excited, I feel accomplished. I'm just happy, and I thank God for this accomplishment.
So what would you like to say to GMYT Fashion Academy?
Thank you for having me in your institution.
You look frozen. I must say that. You look amazing, by the way. I like.
So you look lovely.
You did this?
Yeah, I made this.
This is amazing.
Thank you.
So tell me, what do you think about this platform?
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for us to, as graduates, to come out and do something really, really great for ourselves.
Like we see them, you know that okay, they've actually gone through the right channel and they've carved a niche for themselves, so they are not confused. Okay, they're not confused, and that's why we tell them, you know, come learn all the, you know, whatever we're teaching, come learn from pattern, freehand beading, and then from there, you know, you can then carve a niche for yourself and say, okay, I want to go into bespoke, or I want to go into ready to wear, or I want to, you know, own a fashion academy. So the school is actually more of a fashion business school than a normal fashion school. We're very passionate about our students starting their business, you know, and also managing it. Hence the entrepreneurs session that, you know, that we do. The same thing with the foundation students. I mean, we have Root Signature, we have Remy Day, okay, and then we have Amaka Stitches. We actually have like a lot.
Amaka, you go. Amaka disappoints. Are you sure Amaka Stitch is not going to disappoint this Christmas?
No.
Amaka disappoints me. She didn't sew my clothes.
No. Our students know
That's not gonna
when
happen.
to stop taking orders. You see, like I just said.
But I thought that tailors worldwide just mess people up for Christmas, like their job. I'm a designer. What's your real job? To mess people up for Christmas?
No. You see, the problem is, I mean, I've had.
Do you say no to your customers?
Yes, thank you very much. That's what I'm saying. In fact, I was just telling her, that one of the ladies I was inviting, to the event, she said if I don't make an outfit for her and I really want her to come, that she's not coming. And I said, please don't do that to me. I mean, wear something from, one of the outfits that we've made for you. So they need to learn how to say no. But you see, these clients, they can be very persuasive. They can say, oh, please, just this one, please help me do this, please, and then you're overworking your staff. You are even overworked, and at the end of the day, that's where those little mistakes, come in. So the designers should learn to say no and then take what they can,
And you teach them all this in your school?
Yes. That's why we take the masterclass.
All right, absolutely wonderful. Your event is going down when?
24th November.
24th November.
Yes.
And you talked about the humanitarian award.
Yes, humanitarian award. Yes, so we're celebrating leaders that have contributed positively in the society. We're celebrating humanitarians. Yes, we're celebrating people that are also, fashion influencers. We have like a lot of categories. So just go on our website www.gmytfashionacademy.com. Go under GMYT African Humanitarian Award, and then you'll see like the different categories that we have.
Oh, congratulations, madam. A big round of applause. Photographers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John Okorododo, and I've been in this industry for a while, but I am particularly excited about Princess Ogene. I am not trying to make her feel good. I have been to her studio. I've seen the student work. Like you all know, I brought Vogue Talent for Africa. I raised the entire 150,000 euro. That someone else won, but some of the Nigerian designers were involved, and Orange Culture, and so many of them. But I am proud of you. Let me tell you why. I got into your studio and I saw excellence. Believe me, I was shocked, because usually Nigerians like to cut corners. You yourself, you can understand. But I am proud of you. Let the government see this and give you, like I said, a big place to be able to raise designers. Woo! And I mean this. Next Friday, I'm doing the 11th version of Nigeria's Next Tomorrow. Please come. Oriental Hotel here. God bless you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much for dropping by. Do you guys have any questions? 2710969, 2711969, 2712969, and 2713969. Hello? Hi, real quick. Oh.
My question
Is it only women you train?
No. We train both, women and youths, okay? But the thing is, we actually had like three, because we have a lot of women, like I said, over 200, yeah? So we actually had like these three, we used to have like 3 guys, that registered. But I don't just know why they stopped coming. Maybe because of the the women. But then if you want to come, we're teaching unisex. So you're learning bridal, menswear, women's wear, children's wear, everything about fashion, really. So if you want to come in, you're free.
Okay.
Yes.
So can you put me among your specialists?
Come, you want to come and be forming less privilege now? You that have this kind of baritone. If I check, I'm sure you ate steak and prawns.
No, it's fine.
Lunch.
It's fine. You just go on the website, under the foundation icon, and just fill the form so that we can have like every information, and we'll contact you.
Sorry, could you say the foundation name again?
So GMYT Foundation.
GM, spell it out.
GMYT.
GMY.
Yes, GMYT Foundation. GMYT Foundation. Yes. You can also send us email, gmytfoundation@gmail.com.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Princess, for coming through. There's some girls I like, and it's girls like you. Maroon 5, Cardi B, special dedication to you. Thank you for dropping by. We absolutely love ya. I survived!